And thank you so much for that intro.
You are so welcome. The floor is all yours.
Okay, let me share. Give me one moment. And let me know, can you see my screen? Wait just one moment.
Yes.
Yeah, yep, I can see it. There's just a couple boxes in the way. Yep, it looks like you're getting them out of the way now. So it might be your
This. Let me escape again. Right here. Okay.
Yep, you're clearing them out of the way.
How about now?
Yep, we can see the full screen. There's still just one, there's two boxes, but one really large one over on the right-hand side. I don't know if you can exit that out. It might be like the chat box, or it might be you seeing the participants.
Yeah, let me move it over. Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to go over Tembo Adventure and Safari. I'm going to give you a little information about Tanzania and the safari life and what services we have to offer. First, I would like to introduce Justin. Justin Solomon Lizer is the founder of Tembo Adventure and Safari. He has been in the industry for over 25 years. As you know, we all like to stop at 25 years because we don't want to tell our age. So 25 years is that magic number. So he's been in the business for a very long time. Even as a small little kid, it was always his desire to be in the business. He's from a little small village, which is just before Ngorongoro conservation area. So his little village is kind of like the gateway to the national part. I think so. Okay, thank you. So as a little boy, the safari companies would stop at his school and he would see the tour guides and he would always admire and wanted to be one. So much that he went against his father's wishes, who wanted him to be a farmer and to work on the farm with him. He went against his wishes, ran to the big city of Arusha, and he studied tourism. Then later, after probably over 20 some years in 2015, he decided to start his own company. And now we have the birth of Tembo Adventure and Safari. I'm Cindy Tolbert, and my responsibility is working with Justin and his team on operation. Also, I work with a little marketing, social media, just pretty much trying to win over the American market. Definitely, he has clients and he has partnership with the university, Wisconsin University. He also worked very close with some doctors who like to do tours yearly and bring their friends and clients. He has been on safaris with National Geographic and so on, so on. So he's expert in the business, and pretty much I fell in love with the whole safari business when I was looking for a safari company for my group tours, and I ran into Justin, and I attended one of his fam trips and just absolutely fell in love with the safari. My background, I'm an engineer during the day, but I have volunteered for the Georgia Aquarium for like over 7 years, and also volunteered for the zoo. So when I ran into the safari company, it was definitely ideal for me because I had a background with working with animals and I just enjoyed nature. So you might ask who the safaris are great for. If you planning wedding destination, if you that type of agent, it would be great. This would definitely be a unique place to hold a destination wedding. Normally people doing it on beaches, but imagine doing a destination wedding in the middle of nowhere in Serengeti or even in the Ngorongoro conservation area. Yoga retreats, definitely when I was there, I felt like it would be a perfect place for yoga retreats. So if you're in the yoga retreat sector, definitely this is ideal for you. Family getaways, a lot of the accommodations in the parks are more family oriented. So you have like multiple beds in a room, and also you have the joint room. So definitely it's easy to plan family group trips, or if you're just doing fits, you could do, it's quite easy to plan those type of getaways. And I mentioned university students, we have a partnership with a university. So if you're working with doing business to business and you're working with universities, even churches, this definitely safari is ideal. And if I have any bird watchers, this is like a paradise for you. You will see all types of birds, photography. The safari is definitely famous for photography. If you think about National Geographic and others, they're getting their pictures and their videos from the Serengeti and Ngorongoro and the other national parks in Tanzania. And I already have mentioned missionary. Definitely, if you have a church organization who would like to do a little missionary work, safaris is great for you, and Justin could definitely help you plan that. Services. Our services, all our packages, and it depends on the price of the packages that you're what you want in the package. We have someone to greet you at the airport. So once you land, a representative of Tembo will be there at the airport with a big smile and welcome you to Tanzania. We do have English speaking guides. If you have other languages like Spanish and French and so on, we can arrange for that. The Jeeps. The Jeeps have pop-up roofs, which is ideal for people who like to do photography, and also our board watchers. And if you just want to get a fresh air, definitely you could stick your head out of the pop-up roof. Also, we book all your accommodations in our packages, and also local flights. And what I mean by local flights, whether you flying from the Serengeti or if you want to add beach, if you want to go to Zanzibar, we also book the local flights for that. We include a packing list. Packing list is very important, guys. Definitely going on safari. I could definitely speak for experience. It's good to have a guide of what colors to wear. If you want those people who love to wear blue and black, and those are your favorite colors, guess what? It's also the favorite colors of the Tessie flies. So Tessie flies will definitely be following you while you dress up in all your blue and black. So definitely we try to inform you in our packing list of what the best and ideal colors and things to bring on your safari. We do give you a detailed briefing, which is very important because we want everybody to enjoy the safari and come back safely. So we tell you fun things like, no, you cannot feed the lion your sandwich unless you have a great insurance policy, something at least up in $1 million, and it would definitely go ahead and feed that lion your sandwich, and your family would be very happy and rich. So we tell you different things like that to educate you before we take you on the safari, because the safety of your safety is very, very important to us. Combination packages. Whether or not I mentioned Zanzibar, we could do your combination package for Zanzibar, and we could also, if you have a desire to see the gorillas in Uganda or Rwanda, or if you want to go visit Mara Mara in Kenya, we could also put those packages together for you. You can have a Tanzania and gorilla package. And also gift, we love to, at the end, we love to present you with a piece of Tanzania to say thank you very much for booking with us. Pricing, this is very important. As you know, agents, pricing do change. I list 4 key factors that could affect your pricing. One is time, which mean in different seasons for the safari, the type of accommodations, the parts, and also how many people in your vehicle. If you think about it, if you have one person, say you're in a hotel and you have one person in a hotel room, is $100. That one person is paying $100. If you have 2 people in a hotel room, that those 2 people is paying $50 each. So it's the same thing as a vehicle. They're sharing the cost of one vehicle. So if the vehicle is $100, one person will pay $100, and say 5 people will pay $20. So that's how the pricing work with the vehicle. And you'll notice that when we send you itinerary, it will have the price for 2-pack, 4-pack, and 6-pack. And that's the reason. This is very important when you're getting ready to book your clients, is qualifying your clients. You need to know the budget, how many days, and type accommodations, and interest is good. Definitely if they have a certain interest, like they want to see the baba trees, we could definitely suggest the park that will have those, or they want to see a particular bird or a animal, we could suggest along the way the parts that most likely they will see. But we got to keep in mind, this is nature, this is not a zoo, so no animals are guaranteed. And also the reason why budget is so important, as you know, we have had those people who say, oh, my budget is $1,000 for 10 days and I want 5-star everything. And as we know, 5-star normally starts at $600 or $700. So definitely is highly important when you're booking your clients for the safari to ask them their budget, help them be realistic, and just explain to them. And that's what it comes to, you know, going on our FAMs, getting information from us so you can know exactly how to handle those questions and what to suggest to your clients. Best times to go on a safari, we would like to say every time is best. It's all depend on what your client wants to see. We have the wet season. The wet season pretty much when it's not, you're not getting those heavy downpours, but you get maybe some lightly afternoon showers. I particularly like this time because it's not as dusty, so your ground is a little wet and kind of cool off a little bit. And that time period is between November and December. Your rainy season, yeah, you're gonna get the possibility of the heavy downpours, but also during our rainy season is the time of breeding season. So if your client have an interest in seeing the animals breed, the rainy season will be during that time period. The dry season, of course, it's gonna be kind of mixed with the high peak season. The dry season where everybody want to come, and that's between June and October. So definitely the price is going to be higher during the dry season, and also in a high peak season, which is, if you notice, start with June to January. And that's when in June is when the migration starts, and everyone want to see the migration of the wildebeest and the zebras coming from Kenya, and the holidays also. So during those time periods is when you're going to find that the safari price is going to be a little bit higher. During the rainy season between February and May, the prices kind of drop down. So if you have a client that's more budget conscious, You might want to suggest a rainy season, but get them a warning. There's a possibility that they might have heavy downpours. If they're pretty open with that, that might be the best time to book for them. And also say they might see a little lovemaking during that time period also. Type accommodations. So the accommodations could start from what I like to call adventurous, budget friendly, mid-range, and we have luxury, which kind of might equivalent to our 5-star. And then we have more your VIP exclusive when you run into like your Four Seasons. We have One Nature where you have butler services and things like that. And that would be more your high-end accommodations, what we call in a VIP exclusive. And here is a picture of our adventurous budget. So this is pretty much a tent, like you're camping out. So if you want those people who like to camp outside and don't mind sharing public bathrooms with everyone, and you also bring in your own sleeping bag. If you're adventurous like that, oh, all for it. We can make some arrangements for you. And you could enjoy your adventure. So this is pretty much what a tent look like for people who want to be the ones who's a little bit more adventurous and also kind of budget conscious. Mid-range, here's a mid-range luxury tent at camp. Very nice. You're gonna have your shower and you're gonna have your toilet all within the tent. And here's some pictures. I got a chance to stay on this camp in the fam that I attended last year, and it was absolutely very nice and spacious. You have a tub, a sitting tub that you could soak and just look out in nature. You have a shower also in this particular tenant camp, and you have your toilet. And also outside, if you could see the top picture, there's somewhere you could sit down and just relax and have a glass of wine. 5-star, here's a picture of the Treehouse Lodge. Is very nice. The food is delicious. The accommodations is actually built around these bubble trees, which is over 100 years old. And you see the trunk going through this particular tent or building. And they just pretty much just built around these trees. It's a tree house. You climb up some stairs and you get to look out. When we was there, you could see the zebras and they had the baboons who want to enjoy the pool, but it is a very luxury place. And your VIP, this was one of my favorite camps. And I'm pretty much just giving you guys one, just different camps, but there's many. It's a whole slew of camps on all these different national parks. Here is One Nature. You have a butler service. They also they have cigars and brandy and cognac for their clients. And if they come with their family and they don't want to take their kids out on the safari, they also have babysitting services. And if you just imagine yourself soaking in this cast iron tub, just looking outside and enjoying nature. And one of the things that I do want to emphasize, all these different accommodations, no matter where you stay, there's no fences, guys. So at night, when you're having dinner, a lot of these places you are escorted by staff because we don't want to walk upon a lion or whoever, and they believe in just being safe. One of the places that I did stay, I woke up to the sound of elephants. That was one of the coolest things, that I was able to just look out my door and just see elephants. It was a group of elephants right outside my door. So just keep in mind when you book in these things for your clients, definitely educate them there's no fences in these national parks. So you don't know what type of animal you might encounter. And like I say, staff believe in safety. You're going to always have someone to walk you to your accommodations. Now it's time to talk about the lovely parts. I'm starting with Tarangire National Park, which is very famous for the population of elephants and those old bubba trees. So if you have one of your clients that have a interest, well, we always recommend for you at least do 3 parts. And one of the parts that we do suggest in our packages is Tarangire National Park. And the next park, which is a small park, right before you get to Ngorongoro, is Lake MANYARA National Park. It is famous for the pink flamingos, those climbing lions, hippos, lions, elephants, and you can see a variety of birds there. Ngorongoro Conservation Area. And if you notice, it's not called National Park. And the reason why is because human and wild animals live together in this area. Ngorongoro also famous for the, so far they're saying the first human bones were found in the crater of Ngorongoro. So it's a great, they actually have a museum there that you can actually visit. So Ngorongoro is famous for the baboons. The baboon's going to greet you when you're at the park gate. The black rhino, you might, if you see one, you should feel lucky because the black rhino numbers are pretty down low. Leopards, lions, buffaloes, you could just see a whole variety of birds there at the conservation area. And here's a few pictures of buffaloes and lions and the rhino down below. And I think my window is covering that up for you. Birds, if you're a bird watcher, you're gonna be in paradise. Here is pictures of varieties of birds. Most of these pictures, I think 3 of these pictures I actually took during my fam trip. And I was just amazed of all the variety of birds that you could see in these national parks. And here are pictures of birds in Ngorongoro. Serengeti. Everyone knows Serengeti from The Lion King, National Geographic, maybe Animal Planet. Serengeti is very famous for the great migration of the wildebeest, zebra, lions, and hippos, elephants, and gazelles. You just gonna see a whole variety of animals here. Here's just a little picture of a video that I caught during my fam trip of these wildebeest going across the road. So we just waited a little bit for them to cross over, and then we was off. And here's some more pictures of animals that you could just take these beautiful pictures. And definitely, again, I want to mention the fam trip. By going on a fam trip, you're also able to collect content, which is very important for marketing and also sharing with your clients when you're trying to sell them the safari. Okay, and we all heard about wowing your clients and elevating, just taking the safari up to the next level. And here I'm going to talk about different experiences that you could add onto your client's safari packages to just take that safari experience to the next level. If they're thinking about hiking, they could hike Mount Kilimanjaro, which is one of the tallest mountains in Africa. I mentioned Ngorongoro. Where they found the human bones. That's in the Ottawa Gorge. That's another add-on that you could add. They could stop by the museum and just learn about, I think the bones was called Leaky or the scientist was leaky, but you could hear more information about that by just adding that package on to your safari trip. Hot air balloon is another add-on, great add-on in the Serengeti. So early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, they could take off and do a hot air balloon safari just before the game drive. Lake MANYARA has a canopy that your clients could actually do a canopy tree walk. And also on your safari, you could add a package of what we call the Maasai bomb, where you get an opportunity to visit a Maasai village and visit a school. Here's a picture where we got a chance to visit the school, and we got a chance to talk to the school kids. And Justin also could take you to an orphanage. His last group from last month, they went to an orphanage. I'm going to show you a video shortly on that. And here's the video here. We visit the school and dance with the students. The students, as you see, the students enjoyed it, and the clients just had a great time dancing and singing. One of the clients and show the students how to break dance. So those are some of the experiences that you could do. If you want to do like donation to an orphanage, you could talk to Justin. One of the things that he liked for you to do in lieu of doing money, he had his clients to buy a cow, and they also brought computers to donate, because he pretty much believed not just give money, but how about just get them something that could last. And like they also bought chickens, so the kids are raising chickens. So when you think about it, now they have the chickens that they could sell and give, and the chickens give eggs. So those type of things that he could work with you and tell you, what type of things that they need, whether or not they need clothing or computers or just buy a cow or a goat or something. If you want to do something like that, or your clients would like to do something like that, he could work with you and recommend an orphanage that you could stop by to visit. The next level is while you're guests in the middle of nowhere. This picture here, you see Justin and his clients from last month. They're just relaxing and having cocktail. They call this a sundowner. They actually waiting for the sun to set and enjoying alcohol. So this was a huge party. Down the very bottom picture, down the bottom right, this is a dinner in the middle of nowhere that Justin surprised us on a fam trip. This is called a bush dinner. It was absolutely amazing. We had a great time. We dressed up and we sat in the middle of nowhere. We had a little entertainment, a bonfire, and just enjoyed some good food. And it was in the middle of nature. So I mentioned several times about our fam trip. We do have an upcoming fam trip. It's May the 15th through the 21st, 2024. You're going to be doing a lot of site inspections. When I say a lot, he's gonna definitely have you around to visit the different types of accommodations. And if you normally, there are 3 to 5 star. If you want to do the budget, let him know in advance and he can add that to his itinerary. Doing these different site inspections, you're going to be doing little mini game drives. And this is a great opportunity to collect marketing content. Bring your camera and just take plenty of pictures, do lives to motivate your clients. Definitely, they love to see that you're there and they like to know that you're the expert. And this definitely will help with your sales. And the biggest thing, network with other travel professionals. When I went, Trudy and we actually bonded. I just talked to her last week. We didn't know each other previously, and we just had it was just so much fun and laughter, and we had just a great time. So definitely, if you have any time, if you have some free time during that time, take advantage of this fam trip. It's very educational, and definitely it will help you sell safari trips, and you would kind of understand the flow much better. So when Justin suggests, hey, we got to take a flight out of the Serengeti back to Arusha, you would know, hey, that's an 8-hour drive. Yeah, definitely my clients need to take a flight. It would be no question. So just different little things that you would learn and understand better by experiencing the safari yourself. And on this safari, normally a lot of FAMs, they're only for travel agent, but Justin have kindly opened it up. If you want to bring your spouse or a friend with you to roommate, definitely you can do that. We open it up for that. But just keep in mind, this is not a full safari. This is definitely a fam trip where you're going to be visiting hotels. So your guests will have to come with you, but they still could, see the lovely accommodations that you'll be visiting and also enjoy the game drive along the way. And that's the end of my presentation. Here's a lovely picture during my fam. I had Trudy and Trudy went to her husband went to the University of Georgia. I graduated from University of Florida. So we was going back and forth. We made a call with each other before we joined the fam trip. And she was bragging about University of Georgia. So I decided to do a rush order of Florida shirts. And I had everyone to dress up in Florida. So we just had a great time. And these guys they just had a wonderful time, and we just kept them laughing. So down below is our contact information. Please reach out if you have any questions, and we're going to open the floor for questions also. And there's our website below. We do have a Facebook group that you're open to join. It's for travel agents that we're going to be doing like safari talk and just talk about the safari. And we post pictures of different accommodations and Justin sometimes do lives. So definitely check us out on Facebook and check out our website. Thank you, guys.
I don't even know where to start. One, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love the live picture. So I know we have a lot of new agents on the line, and Cindy is showing you guys how you can go on these different fam trips, or even if it's a personal trip, take videos and use it as marketing. This very well could have been a quote or presentation to a group of clients, a church group, or things of that nature. And she has physical photos and the knowledge to be, she's an expert, right?
Yes.
So I love this presentation. I know someone else in the comments was talking about donations, so I love that you touched on that. Mm-hmm. And just coordinating it with Justin and doing, getting things that can actually grow and sustain the environment. Yes. I love that. Yes. But enough about me. Let's get into the question, because I'll go on and on. I truly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So I do have a question from Tanya. She said, do you have packages to Seychelles? She has 12 adults and 2 kids. They want to go in October 24. Currently,
we don't. Most of we deal with just mostly East Africa. I mean, if you want to go to Mombasa, Zanzibar, definitely, but currently we don't.
Thank you. Guys, I did put the Facebook group in the chat, as well as the FAM details, the link for the FAM details, as well as their contact information. So you can screenshot on the Zoom screen, or you can grab it out of the chat. And then again, this is recorded, so we will have this posted on the Evolution Facebook page as well as the YouTube channel. Give us a couple of days to get it up there, but they are posted. So someone else is asking about Kenya. Are you just out of Tanzania at the moment?
So we do work with Kenya. We do have connections there, so we can put you a package together for that.
Amazing. So Roz, make sure you take down their information, get that group together for Kenya. Okay, so yeah, once again, guys, somebody's asking how to register for the FAM. Go ahead and click the link. I did post it in the chat. And then Adriana said, go Gators.
Yes, I knew it was gonna be a gator somewhere. It's always a gator.
And we have Kim in the comments saying, go Dogs.
Oh my God, always one of them. You know, they want to rain on your parade.
A lot of thank yous, very informative, great information. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Another question is there a limit on the amount of guests you can bring? I think this is for the FAM. Is that right, Alyssa? I think she's asking about the FAM. Yes, that's regarding the FAM. Is there a limit on the amount of guests?
Yeah, we prefer to limit to, 2, because we do want to have room for other agents.
And then also asking how can they donate?
So definitely reach out to info. And I think you should go to this FAM. It's great to see your money in action, right? When you do a donation, you want to be able to give and see their smiles on their faces. So I suggest going to FAM and do a donation that way. And Justin could stop by the orphanage and you could give and see the smile on their faces.
Guided tours, nature, bush dinners. I mean, I don't know how we could pass it up, Cindy.
The bush dinner was amazing. And I don't know that you noticed the picture. Justin is great with his gifts. And I was just absolutely shocked because everything they teach you as an agent, how to wall your guests, Justin already knew how to do that already. And at the end, the gifts that he gave us were just amazing. I mean, I was almost in tears. And like I say, and that was just a FAM trip.
That's 25 years in the business for you.
Yeah. And with him, the thing I liked about Justin, he put so much care and energy. Like Trudy, her husband, he was having difficult of walking. He was constantly guiding her. Even the whole team, you could, the fearlessness and the helpness, you could just, it's just a whole totally different environment. If you could say, it's just, you could see the care. Justin is actually a native in that area. So like I say, he always saw the tour guides come into his school, and that's how this love, grew. And so actually when you're given or booking with Tembo Adventure, you actually truly booking with a local versus one of the bigger companies I can't call, but they're not natives of, Tanzania, but you actually truly giving back to the local people.
That's what it's all about. That's that experience you get on a FAM that you won't get somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. I think the next question I see is, can we do a VIP in a FAM trip? A VIP accommodation?
I mean, you're going to visit those. You're definitely going to visit. I think he has one nature on there on the itinerary. I mean, he got add 4 seasons, but definitely he has a great mix of different accommodations that you're going to visit.
Thank you. And There are a lot more. Thank you. Awesome presentation. Someone said they're planning a trip to Africa, and this is really helpful. Ebony, what country are you guys going to? And then I think, okay, so someone said, beautiful presentation. You've just made me change my focus to luxury exotic travel.
Yes.
She'll be advertising this safari. Very informative and a lot more thank yous. Okay, guys, so we don't want to keep Cindy and Justin too much longer. Justin is up, it's like 1 a.m. in Tanzania.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. Justin, did you want to say anything? I think he might still be on.
Any more questions? Just go ahead and drop them in while we have them here, guys.
Oh, he's coming on now. Justin might say a couple words. Justin? It's like close to 3 o'clock now.
Let me make sure.
Unmute, Justin. Okay, go ahead. You talking on mute.
Thank you.
Okay,
yeah, I would like to thank you very much, everyone. Here we're almost early in the morning now, and well, we wish to see you in Tanzania and welcome you to Tanzania. It's one of the beautiful country, and the Serengeti National Park become a very best destination now for travel. All tourists is coming now to Tanzania, Zanzibar, Kilimanjaro mountain. So we have a lot of things to offer you. You are most welcome. And this coming farm trip is going to help you a lot to sell it, to see the nature, the historical sites, and more and more. Also, you can get a lot of the education, how to go to think how to sell the East Africa safaris. So I'd like to once again to thank you very much for very nice presentation, Cindy, and thank you very much for supporting. You are most welcome.
Thank you so much, Justin.
Yeah.
Cindy, I did get one more question in. Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a Walking with the Lions?
Okay, so that's a South African thing. We don't have Walking with the Lions. Tanzania is absolutely wild. So if you're walking with the lions, you'll be walking with your maker. So no, we do not have walking with the lions. And that's a bad thing. You know, with other national parks, people don't realize those animals are kind of tame or maybe sedated. Tanzania, I mean, we do have a park up at called Seville that you could probably, and Jessica also make arrangement for that if you have a desire to, you know, touch animals. So that's pretty much a zoo. This Tanzania,
So you won't be meeting your maker on this tour.
you're gonna be meeting your maker if you're walking with a lion in Tanzania. For sure.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Cindy. Again, we can't say thank you enough. Everyone enjoyed it. They're flooding the comments with thank yous. And I'm sure you'll be seeing some of our agents on the FAM. The link is posted, guys. The link is posted for the FAM details. And again, we just want to thank you all. Have a good evening. Get some rest, Justin.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, guys. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of our 1-star platinum, Ms. Nina Jackson Mitchell, this webinar is officially closed. Have a good one.